All right, as you can probably ascertain by the bright sunshine and the fans arrayed, it's a gorgeous day outside, and I'm meaning to get all this painting done. It's also a weekday, and I'm working today. So it's early still. It's 8:30. I've got a conference call at 9. I'll probably be on the conference call while I'm doing this, and then I have a meeting at 11. So I'm hoping to have everything stripped and sanded and prepped for paint before I go to that meeting. Then I'll come back here around 1, see if I can finish out the painting. So it's gonna be a fast and furious day. I'm just leaving this video camera running, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm trying to get this all knocked out today. Here we go. Alright, let's get right to it. No messing around today. I'm peeling off these stickers because I got new ones, and I'm not even joking. I think they're going to end up being the most expensive thing on the build. And those iDocs I was worried about getting mixed in with our 15 message types actually have their own specific message types. So they're not going to be mixed in. So conference call done. Look at that. I had no idea.
Downstairs, give me purple hair. Like sand piercings everywhere. Make me a rock and roll guy. Make me a rock guy. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Dedicated head.
All right, time for the color reveal. Yep, baby blue.
Sure when I want to kick it in. Kick it in.
We'll check tomorrow. All right, I've got the heater going on the frame just to bake it on a bit more because I've got to coat that tank, which means I've got to mask up around both openings, and I want it to be super hard before I do that. So, so that's going right now. I've got all the chrome and black. I still got to paint the black. Just two things, I think: the shock covers and the kickstand. I'm going to paint those. Everything else I'm going to clean up, and then after that, it's time to put it all back together. This was a quick one. So here goes. Starting with the chrome and some chrome polish. Polish it up. This chrome is cleaning up fantastically. It looks brand spanking new pretty much. I'm also using some ultra fine steel wool for the really stubborn stains. Alright, that's it. Time to paint. Got 4 things to paint. Alright, I know I say this a lot, but this is truly the end of the painting. Coming close. It's time to rebuild these wheels. The front wheel has loose bearings. The rear wheel has sealed bearings. I'm just taking them apart, cleaning them up, checking the brakes, repack the bearings, calling it done. One, two, 10, 11. Brake cleaner in the eyeball in 3, 2, 1. Mother. So just put those ball bearings into the grease that you slathered in. Make sure you get 11 on each side. I forgot to hit record on both sides. I got the first part of the first side, and then the camera went out, and I didn't hit record. So what you missed was me putting the bearings in on the other side, greasing up this axle, and shoving it through. All right, that's it. We're gonna go watch my boy play basketball. I'll come back. And there's kind of an art to tightening up those bearing nuts. You want them tight enough so that there's no side-to-side play on the axle, but not so tight that it holds the wheel from spinning freely. I usually tighten it up pretty good and then back it off maybe a half a turn. According to the video, I spent 28 minutes cleaning these brakes. Don't ask me how. I edited it down into 10 seconds for you. Alright, here she is. Oh yeah, that feels nice and smooth. It's one done. Now I gotta do the back wheel. Alright, I gotta pull these bearings out. I think there's a little spacer inside here. You gotta push that over to the side so you can get onto the bearing, which I just did. And now, this thing is being a bitch. Okay. Now I'll get right through the bearing, so I gotta bash that thing back to the other side. There we go. Alright, try that one more time. Jesus. Holy moly, these things are freaking in there. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Alright, well now we can bang out the other side at least. Got one. Shit. I gotta bang that thing out without jacking up the chase. There we go. I think that did it. Yep. Oh shit, it's just spinning in there now. Holy crap. That bearing was a yuckus. Holy shit. Hopefully yours comes out easier than that. I'm going to clean this thing up, but then I'm leaving it until those bearings come in. They're supposed to come in Monday, and today is Saturday night. Yeah. Looking good. Uh-oh. I need those. Alright, now I'm going to clean. I'll turn it off while I clean. Show you what it looks like all cleaned up. Treats came in. I got a lot of good stuff, but I'm going to reveal it as they come on in the build, which is going to be shortly here. I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to start the reassembly. But the thing I did get are my 6001 bearings for the rear wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. And that's pretty much the last thing I have to do before we start the rebuild of this thing. I hope I didn't mess up these chases so much that they don't fit anymore. We'll find out here in a sec. I'm going to heat them up real good. Nice new bearing. Alright, let's do this side. I'm going to grease it up a little bit first. Oh, grease all over my hand. All right, there it is, all done. That's the last little assembly action I needed. Mother. Oh my God. I almost went on my ass on that one. Okay, it's supposed to be fairly warm tomorrow, 74 degrees I think. So I'm probably going to coat my tank tomorrow, which means I need to do this metal prep. I've already gone through and evapor rusted it and got most of the big stuff off, but it still needs to be lined. So I'm going to do the metal prep tonight, which is just pretty much phosphoric acid, I think. That'll etch it, get rid of anything else that's in there, and then etch the metal for the Bore 15 tank sealer that I'll put in later. The thing is, it has to be completely dry for that tank sealer to work, so I figured I better go ahead and do it tonight so I can let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow when I come in, make sure it's perfectly dry, and then I can do the tank sealer. So I don't want to mess up this paint job I got going on because it's freaking gorgeous. So I'm taping everything up now just to keep it pretty. And there we have it. Okay, let's pour some of this drink in there, get it to sit for a while. There we go. That's full. You managed to do that without spilling any. Let's see if I continue that streak. Hopefully I do. Don't touch. We'll come back to check on it. Alright. It's been about, I don't know, 3 hours or so. It's looking pretty darn gray in there, which I think you want. You don't want it looking rusty anymore, and it doesn't. It looks just gray. So I'm dumping it out. Try to do this super carefully because I don't want to get any on the paint. I probably should have done this before I painted, but oh well. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks pretty damn good. Alright. Before I go, a little addendum to last week's episode. I added these points in and forgot to add them into the budget. So, they're added in now. And how much did we spend?